been going for 15 years, and it is something that does good for other people. It shows how much you as a community care. And I know not everybody here today is Filipino, but I will say to you that many of you are, and I've had the chance many times in the last week or so. Last Sunday, a week ago today, I went to the opening of the Filipino Center in Scarborough. Yesterday, I was twice at the Taste of Manila, which we helped to make sure happened again this year, because there was some danger it wouldn't happen. And I thought it was important for it to happen and not to fall by the wayside, because it's not just an event that's important to the Filipino community, it's important to the entire city, because what happens is people from the rest of the community come out to meet and to experience a Filipino culture, to meet some of the members of our Filipino community. And that's what Toronto's all about, celebrating each other and looking after each other. And you're here doing the looking after part today, yesterday, and today. The celebrating part is happening on Bathurst Street, and that is so important to this city. And as the Consul General knows, and I've just seen her come in, and I haven't seen Rossmare in Verga this morning, but Consul General, she's everywhere. I go to a lot of places. I showed up twice at the Taste of Manila yesterday, in the morning and in the afternoon. She's there all the time. I don't think she ever leaves. Did you even go home last night? Well, I shouldn't ask that question, but I'm sure you did. But she never sleeps, and she does a great job representing this community. But what I want to say is this, that I mentioned yesterday about all the things that I see in all of my encounters with the Filipino community, and I see fun. And the Filipino community knows how to have fun, and I've had fun with them, except for the times when they made me sing karaoke. That wasn't very much fun, because I don't know how to sing. But I talked about food, and of course the food, when I've gone to the picnics over the years, probably the most interesting was when I was at the picnics that happened in Earl Bales Park, and you'd go from one part of the park to another part of the park, and all the different islands were represented with all the different food. All I can say to you is, all the food was good. And I've talked about family. And I've gone to the basketball tournaments, which many of you might have gone to with your children. And what I see there is not just a lot of kids engaged in a very healthy, positive activity and having fun and being enthusiastic, but I see all the parents there supporting the kids. There's no community I've seen that supports family more than the Filipino community. And I talked about hard work, and I talked about enterprise, but then the last thing that I talked about yesterday was faith. And what I've seen is the importance of faith to the Filipino community. Faith is important to a lot of communities, but I think it does remind us of the fact that we are here to help care for each other. And I think that is one of the most important values that any faith. And I had the chance to go to gurdwaras of the Sikh faith, and to synagogues of the Jewish faith, and mosques of the Muslim faith, and churches for the different Christian faith branches. And I can just tell you that caring for each other, as you know, is a fundamental value of all those religions. So I thank you for being here today. I thank all the organizers. I thank Rossmare and Verga, who is not, I haven't seen here yet this morning, but her late senator husband was a beacon of hope for people who cared about each other and for people who cared about this community, and I want to just acknowledge that here today. Have a great walk. Thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for being a wonderful community that I have so much affection and respect for. Thank you very much. Have a good day.